fighting this.
Remember that doctor in Atlanta? We went to him for something.
Yeah, he's dead.
And he's dead.
Yeah.
But anyway, the last thing he said to me when you got off the table, was he a chiropractor?
But he was like a super chiropractor.
Yeah. Anyway, he said to me, you make sure he
machine.
takes naps.
Yeah.
And he said that 3 times. Make sure he takes naps.
Yeah. Well, he took the ultimate nap. Yeah.
He was a real good doctor. In fact, Nick Gonzalez.
Yeah, I'm sure he's doctoring right now.
Dr. Nick Gonzalez, who I interviewed in at least 3 of my books, maybe more. The reason we went to Atlanta to this doctor, because Alan has something wrong with his neck, and Nick Gonzalez said to me, I've never done this before, but I'm recommending that you go to Dallas, and this doctor is a chiropractor. I'm sure he said he was a chiropractor. And he said...
but he invented that incredible machine that is being used by chiropractors all over the world.
Right. And he said, I've even sent my wife to him. So when that doctor said to me, make sure he takes naps, I thought, I'm listening to you. I miss Nick Gonzalez.
I do too.
He was...
he was the real deal.
Yeah, he was sent by God.
Yeah.
His protocol for cancer was, and don't laugh, and the media did was make fun of him. Coffee enemas.
But it has to be organic coffee.
Yeah.
Preferably free trade as well, but at least organic, because if you use regular coffee, if you knew all the...
Remember that article we read the other day about
all the terrible things that are
conventional versus organic coffee?
You wouldn't even keep it in your pantry.
You wouldn't. But anyway, he was so successful in curing people's cancer through coffee enemas. And I said, why? And he said, well, the liver is like a sponge. He said, and when you take the coffee in by enema, it goes up and it like loosens up the sponge, which is the liver. And then you take pancreatic enzymes, and that eats the debris. Debris is cancer or toxins. And I've always believed that he was murdered, but I have no way to prove that. But he was supposed to, present 126 case studies to the medical board in New York of stage 4 cancer patients, including pancreatic, all of whom had been alive 10 years or longer. And
by the way, those books have been published.
My books.
No, his books.
His books, yeah.
With those 120 people.
Yes, right. And when I interviewed him, and then I interviewed his patients, they were telling me these miraculous things. And so it makes sense, doesn't it? Detox the body, i.e. coffee enemas, and then clean it out with the pancreatic enzymes.
But he also, for both of us, he delves into our past, our family past. Mm-hmm.